Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Doom, doo doo doom, doom. Now understand, the thing that creates the effect is the steadiness of whatever trajectory you're moving on, okay? You can arc away from this thing. Let's say that's just a line which is a big arc. So now, I'm not concerned at this point with what's in the frame. Because at this point, I'm simply concerned with preserving the motion, fuckers. So you guys with your tracks and steady cams, I was telling this, I got a video actually. Yeah, it's like, hi there, zAiDiBoy. Hussein Zaidi. Filming expert, and I had it upside down. That's the God move, eh? That's the God move. You fucking people, you're like, imaginary being, eh? Stupid, stupid. I hope you're exercising, guys. Okay? You leave weights lying around. You leave them lying around. Okay? You leave weights lying around the place, which is your home. Guys, let me say something. Nowadays, there's only two instances where a person can get fit in the gym. First instance is if you go to Gold's Gym, or a real fucking gym. Okay? And you'll understand really quickly when you go there, like in 15 fucking minutes, how serious a business working out is in those places. Everyone there looks like fucking Schwarzenegger, to me at least. And it's like fucking either like be professional or fucking the fuck out of here. You're not gonna show up and start messing around and posing and all this shit and huffing and stuff. No, huff and do what you need to do, but be sincere and be real. Hey Empress, what up, lady? That's your number, which I ain't ever gonna call because of this. Doom, 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 doom. I'm gonna sing. This is the end for my Empress, folks. So bear with me. Doom, 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 doom. This is the boom, boom, boom. Beautiful friend. Doom, 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 doom. That's too much. Alright, guys, let's go and see fucking vinyl, eh? Have you guys heard about vinyl? You pieces of... Same as me, by the way. That's why I get away with swearing. Because the way I swear at you, I'm way worse than that. Guys, you don't know what I do to myself, eh? I don't punish myself. But I try and discipline myself, eh? And okay, let's just put it this way. Okay, so I'm not taking these. I'm so fucking tired, guys. Don't make me carry this shit, eh? I can't do that, guys. Oh, God. This is the... No, he goes, it's Jim Morrison, man. Fucking LSD. Okay, anyway, that's vinyl playing outside. I don't want to go out there. I'm too fucking lazy, eh? Go watch vinyl, man. Mick Jagger and someone like Scorsese level person fucking put this thing together, man. You can't even understand how intense it is. The dude who plays the lead character I've never seen in my fucking life. The guy's like Benicio del Toro in Traffic, man. The guy's fucking intense. Actually, I'll tell you something. This guy who's playing this lead role, although he's not going to have another starring role, unfortunately, that's the way I see things. He's so fucking phenomenal. I mean, he's like going to be unsigned and he's going to be unsung. That's it. Unfortunately, I don't understand. I could take the time to think about it and explain to you the chain of causality that these bitch atheists, beautiful people, yeah, they're my best friends. They really are. You don't understand how much they've helped me over the last few months. Oh God, another stranger accepted another friend request on Facebook, eh? Guys, here's a little social media marketing tip. Alright, you must have realized by now that many of the people, if not most, it should be most, by far, but many of the people on Facebook that you know, I have some weird things going on right now. Many of the people you know, or you friend, you don't know, okay? Now, guys, you need an iPhone, and I'll tell you why. Okay, you may have seen my movie, what is this shit? The one with the programmers, man. Fucking programmers, guys. Guys, you don't understand. They're snorting coke and stuff like that, guys. They got fucking hookers in there, man. It's just like a dungeon, yo. The office, basically. Okay, computer programmer. Like, I got a lot of video games around here. There's a stack of them over there. There's a few over here, maybe. I don't know. They're around here somewhere. You gotta believe me, folks. Did anyone check out Drunk Kitchen? I'm in love with this lady, Hannah Hart. She's gonna replace Emilia Hart. Because see, it's a God move, guys. I know her name's Amelia Clark. By the way, that's a GQ article up there. GQ. Alright. And I read it and all this shit. Right? I got Game of Thrones and all this stuff around here somewhere. There you go. Like, can you see it there? Between my fingers, eh? Like Vinyl, by the way, you gotta watch it, guys. You gotta watch Vinyl. Vinyl's like Boardwalk Empire, and everyone is taking methamphetamines. Boardwalk Empire is fucking intense, eh? Props to Mark Wahlberg, guys. Props to the head honcho too. I forget his name, eh? With an S. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. He's Mr. fucking Pink. Mr. Pink? What? My name is Mr. Pink. Cause you're a fucking fag. I'll shut the fuck up. Reservoir Dogs. You know what I'm talking about. The guy was in like, he was in The Island. Oh shit, yo. You guys are into Transformers. Have you ever even seen anything else Michael Bay's done, guys? Michael Bay is not just the director of Transformers, although it deserves not one but 5 to 10 fucking A-list directors at its helm, period, as far as I can tell. It's a god shit, man. Michael Bay, like with fucking Transformers, guys. Oh shit, guys. I gotta show you this. Alright, Steve Jobs, okay? That's why you need to get a fucking iPhone. The only reason iPhone's so good... Listen, guys, let me give you a little fucking secret. Okay, now, to all outward appearances, Steve Jobs was trying to bless the world with his intrinsic understanding of aesthetics and design, right? Superior craftsmanship. Apple product, there's nothing in this world or on this planet that is so well put together. The only problem is the software. Hardware, it's all done in Korea, Taiwan, all this shit. Low visibility behind the scenes. It's like Oracle runs on every fucking computing device out there practically, like billions of them. So I'm proud to have worked for Oracle, and I would be proud to be a fucking Apple guy. Apple guys, in the beginning of Apple's tenure, they had this saying. Like, a lot of them, like, so basically, Steve Jobs, I'm trying to like fucking do some lighting here, huh? It's pretty primitive, eh? But you gotta do whatever you got. Listen, guys, enough with the excuses. Did you see that perfect opening shot? Okay, now this is a lighting move. So listen, guys, don't say, oh, we need to CGI this out, or we need to fucking scout another location, or we need to get another permit from the city. Are you fucked? You take the camera out and start rolling. You got fucking actors and set pieces. You make use of that shit. The script is fucking up in the air. You rip that shit up. In fact, you actually film them burning that shit because they're all so stressed out after having memorized all those lines and frantically repeating it to themselves ad nauseum in the bathtub late at night and wake up like fucking syringe sticking out your arm, all this kind of shit. Poor fucking actors. They don't even have jobs. They just got whims, yo. Like, they live on the whims of others. Man, Brad Pitts and the Johnny Depps, Daniel Day-Lewis's are 1 in a billion. Ask yourself a question. The only person ever to have won 2 Academy Awards, Daniel Day-Lewis? Why the fuck would he leave movies for 7 years and go and build apprentice? Okay, he would. Why would he go and apprentice himself to a fucking woodworker in Italy, eh? Why would he do some shit like that? Why would he do that? Okay, so I'm going to repeat what I just said because I'm hoping you're thinking about the fact that it's fucked. Daniel Day-Lewis is an amazing fucking force of nature. Okay, that's a very layman's way of putting it. from my conception, he's Ayatollah, essentially. He's basically touching that level. I haven't met him in person, and I haven't read his thoughts on things in general. But as I see it, if he is in real life as he is on camera, and by the way, it's very hard to fake real charisma. You understand? Either you have it or you don't is bullshit. They say either you have it or you don't. You're so stupid if you believe that bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You're a force of nature, fuckers. You who's listening to this right now, you could be the next Steve Jobs. You'll be like, how do I be the next Steve Jobs? You start reading this fucking book, for instance. I talked about how Steve Jobs, alright, he had to... Walter Jake Isaacson, first of all, who wrote this book, he's... Okay, so I don't know how to put it in terms that a layperson might even conceive of. Because it's so outlandish. Okay, not only was he the head fucking editor or some shit editor, he was really the editor-in-chief. The guy who wrote this book, wrote 2 prior best-selling books, which are also biographies. So he's unfortunately, the term that comes to mind, which a layperson can't fucking fathom, is he's basically a renowned biographer. Not to mention the fucking editor-in-chief of CNN. As well as the target of Steve Jobs' essentially malignancy. Steve Jobs was like me, he was a fucking prat, yo. Steve Jobs was fucked, man. I'm nothing compared to Steve Jobs. I mean, that's obvious. That should be obvious, right? But anyway, I have an Apple phone because, see... Steve was just a hyper-productive guy. The iPhone is the ultimate fucking productivity tool. Most people haven't realized this. Guys, I'm a security officer. iPhone 4 that I carry is a lethal fucking weapon. You fucking fuckfaces. You're gonna pull out your little Samsung guides and panoramas and blah, blah, blah. Somebody put a gag stick in my mouth, eh? Alright. Steve Jobs bugged Walter Isaacson. Steve Jobs hired the CMO, the Chief Marketing Officer of Pepsi, over to Apple, and that dude, John Scully, who was a nice-ass guy, he wrote a book, Odyssey, Pepsi to Apple. Steve Jobs won him over to Apple by using the now famous fucking line, do you want to change the world? That's good enough for the average person. But Steve Jobs was a sales guy. It's always plus minus. Do you want to change the world? Or do you want to sell colored fucking water? He didn't swear, or maybe he did. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm pretty sure he dropped F-bombs all around fucking John Scully's head on occasion. There's no question about it. For those who know him, I never met the man. I've seen a couple of his videos and read this book, right? So, I'll be honest with you, I'm reading this book. I haven't even read it. You guys think I'm like some kind of mad genius at this point, eh? Fuck off with that. Just listen to what I'm saying. You can be like Steve Jobs, and you can be like anyone else. The way you do it is you read a book like this. Now, what does that do? It turns that into information. And then you see yourself riding down the hills and... what is this shit, man? It's not... Like, California is fucking beautiful, guys. I wish I lived in Cali, yo. If I lived in Cali, man... Fuck, man. I would be outside right now, man. Oh, God. That's like Black Sabbath. Fuck. Ooh. Is he real or can he? Nobody loves you.
Hey, Richie! Fuck took you so long? Would you come here by fucking Schwinn?
This fucking guy? This fucking guy is a superstar to ages. I hope somebody out there listens and watches this. This lead fucking guy, he's a fucking diamond in the rough, yo. I know nobody's gonna sign him. I know nobody's gonna sign him. I don't know how I know that.
Bunch of blue-blooded cocksuckers living in the middle of the woods with that dirty little secrets and that Lyme disease. That's who lives in
This is the shit, man.
You see this house?
Okay, Vinyl.
You know what this house costs?
Once again, Mick Jagger, guys. If you're in Canada, I'll tell you right now, man. Fuck, you gotta watch this, man. 303, okay? 303, channel 303. Okay, channel 303. So, Go fucking get Rogers and talk to them. They sent me a bill today. I got it around here somewhere. Fuck, I probably should look for it and whatnot. And you're gonna say, oh, there's no God. Hey, here's my mail right here. Right here's my fucking mail, guys. You're gonna say, oh, there's no God. I keep proving that you again and again in my fucking videos that God exists, and still all I get is some bullshit about how there's no such thing as law of causality, or that I'm making special pleading arguments by accepting, by basically, essentially, here's what it is. It's so stupid, and I've repeated it. This is how movies are made, guys. This is real business. You guys think that guy who sold like $100 million deal of Boeing, Boeing guy who sold $100 million deal to fucking Emirates, this is the kind of shit that happens. And it's after hours and they're all coked up and fucking drunk.
Remember, you told me to call him to come over here. You wanted to talk to him.
Look at this dude. Look at this fucking guy. This guy, he's just like me, man. I see myself in this fucking guy right here. This guy, I mean, everyone around this guy. Here's what makes this guy amazing. If there's any fucking agents out there who have any brains and whose heads are outside in the light of day and not in their anus. Hey, guys, this guy... Okay, the quality of a great actor, guys, is that he... Okay, guys, a great actor is not interested in himself, okay, or herself, a great actress. But in fact, actresses, there's no question, they're 10 times, 1,000 times better than any fucking actor. You got Pacino, and then you got someone like a petite Nicole Kidman, who snuff of Pacino in fucking seconds. I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? You think Islam denigrates women, you're fucking idiots. It's a law of opposites. Our estimation of women is beyond what you can ever even comprehend. I don't even understand that shit. I don't. I'm scared of women. I'm terrified of fucking women. I am terrified of them, and I hero worship them. And you men who are listening, you should understand they're 1,000 times more intelligent, 1,000 times more sensitive, 1,000 times more competent, 1,000 times more integrity. They're way better, guys. Each one of those things, when you put them all together, you get fucking exponentiality, which is incomprehensible, just like my words probably are to you at this point in time, guys. Read Men Are From Mars, Women Are From fucking Venus. Get the audiobook from Amazon.com. You'll pay about $30 for it, by the way. Okay, the quality of a great actor is that he's not interested in himself. He's interested in one and only one fucking thing, which is production value. Okay? What's production value? That's all I'm interested in as well, by the way.
Synergy.
What the fuck does it mean? Or let me just say value. He just shot Frankenstein on the TV, eh? Look at this shit. Look at this, Dollarama. Dollarama. This is Dollarama, guys. I could talk like 1,000 words an hour about Dollarama a minute, yeah? That's my fruit nowadays. I don't have fucking time for shit, man. You're probably wondering, like, how do I have time to make all these movies? That's because I'm so busy. You don't understand. You think I'm a lazy fucker. I'm probably sitting here eating welfare checks.
You know how I got engaged? Marry me. You're my soulmate. You know who my soulmate is now? Whoever my dick is in at the time. That's it.
You know my soulmate now? Whoever my dick is in. That's me too.
My business. Where's my wife?
Daniela Chera. Saludos. Hey, listen. This girl, Italiana, she was more like a guy, so I call her Italiano, I guess. She was too fucking intense. In the first month that she and I dated, we were together like 4 months, maybe maximum 7. I don't even fucking remember. I used to dream about watching. Like, you can't understand the life, guys. I can't explain it to you unless you live in a condo, unless you live in a beautiful condo that overlook, and you have a nice suite, by the way. That's obviously a given. We were on the 11th floor, right? Trees, trees just leaving. Okay, so we were at Steele's in Kipling, and it's the pink salmon-covered buildings. I don't mind exposing the name Cascades to you, which is the name of the fucking complex. There's like 2 buildings at the end of Steele's, 65 Markbrook or some shit, Markbrook Lane. Eh? Hey, listen. Those pale salmon-colored buildings were a source of such wonderment for me. Guys, go watch the videos. You'll be amazed at what fucking took place in those times. I got Danielle on there. I got Deer on there. I got fucking freaked out people on there. I went to jail. She went to jail. We had cops over on my account, on her account. All kinds of fucking madness. Guy pulls a knife on me in the gym in her place. We didn't have fucking electricity for like a month. Her daughter and me and her are just sitting there like, her daughter is a fucking bombshell, brunette bombshell. Fucking Pam, fuck you for trying to seduce me. And thank you, Daniela, for having the brains to keep my dick inside my fucking pants. Pam, you're fucked. Her room, guys, you're such a little bitch, and you know you are. And I love you. And you're fucked. And when I see you, I'm not gonna hit you or nothing ever. I'll give you a fucking tongue lashing that's gonna make your damn ear sting. I got movies of Pam on my fucking YouTube channel too, guys. You're gonna have to search them out. I got 400. Guys, I've written like 10 books, and I got 3 of them printed up, and I'm going off to publish them. Right? I've already been through this whole bullshit with fucking agents and publishers and contracts, and it didn't work out, and I told them fuck off. And I went back to my book, my manuscript, and I'm editing it. It's been like 10 years. My first book. Okay, at this point you probably think I'm mad, but just think about this. Think about this. I hopefully will be able to convince you in a sound minute that I'm in fact not insane. Not in the way you're thinking. Okay, so now, see this guitar here? After about 20 years of, I'll be honest with you, it's more like 30 years of playing guitar. 30 fucking years. Guys are like, oh, he's not bad. Guys are like, he's pretty good. I don't give a fuck what they say. I'm doing what I'm doing. Each time in my life that I have the opportunity to have a guitar is a time of learning, is all that it is. I'll learn the chords, I'll learn the notes, and open strings and closed strings, and then now I realized, of late, watching fucking bands like Carcass and Napalm Death, Obituary, Sepultura has to be said as a death metal band. It's the vocals, guys. Fear Factory, obviously. Guys, these guys, and I mean, I don't like even saying Nocturnus. Nocturnus is my favorite band, guys. I mean, okay, so I was saying about Steve Jobs. There's always 2 things going on at once. What is apparent and the opposite, which is what is reality, guys. This is the law of opposites. It's some profound fucking shit. The law of attraction, the lie that they feed you is a lie, guys. The law of attraction says that if I put up pictures of a loving guy, like here, I've had these pictures up for a month, and I'm happy or sad to say like whatever. Like, do you want me to be happy or do you want me to be sad? And should I care about what? Like, okay, the truth is, as you know, I don't care about this stuff. Okay, I simply don't care. But these pictures, okay, how about this? Alright, so you can study them. If you want to, you can enlarge and fucking jack off to them, right? Seriously, I got some weird shit going on now. I'm getting weird calls and emails and weirdness, like people filling out the form on my website, right? And saying all kinds of weird stuff. I mean, I'm getting some good leads too, obviously, right? I'm a marketer after all. But still, it's like weird, right? The world is very strange. And the strangest weirdness in it is people, eh? The thing that is amazing about people is that they're completely unpredictable. And here's what the strangest thing about that statement is, or that reality, is that the most unpredictable person in your world is yourself by fucking far. It's like the Napalm Death song. My own worst enemy. My own worst enemy. Life's foul tragedy. Life's foul tragedy. My own worst enemy. Okay, so we know that we are our own worst enemy. Have you ever asked yourself, dear viewer, why and how is it that a rational, so-called thinking person can, you know, for whatever reason, in facing life's challenges, you start to make choices which are not rational. Now, take away the pressure of life's challenges. What are you left with? You're happy, you got a nice family, your wife's happy, everything's perfect, and then you go fuck it up. You go sleep with some hooker, or you go snort some coke, or why do you do that, guys? I'm not saying that that's bad or good. We've all done it. I'm the worst of the worst. Guys, you should think of that of yourself. I'm the worst of the worst. You should think about that for yourself. I am the worst of the worst, and you should think of yourself in the same way. Don't ask me why. It works. That's why. If you want to do something else, go fucking ahead. Do whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever pleases you. Do whatever occurs to your mind. Do whatever your tramp sister tells you. Do whatever that dude who lives in, you know, it's like this funny fucking line I heard in Amway. It's so fucking funny. Marty the Soswa, thank you, buddy. I don't know if you ever watch any of my videos. Buddy, you said a line at one of your plans once that was so fucking hilarious that I had to get up and leave it, basically. Guys, this is what he said. He said, listen, so you have some guy like your broke brother-in-law and he's telling you about success. He's telling you that this business won't work. Or whatever, that your dream is bullshit, basically. He wants to keep you ensnared in his, like, stewing pot. So he looks up and he sees other people stewing. Now, if he looks up and he sees some dude and he's not stewing, and he's sitting next to his pot and he's reading a book, he'll be like, this is fucked. Maybe the first day he won't say nothing. Guys, here's another tip. It's a sacred tip to me. It saved my fucking ass so many times. I'd be dead in jail, or that's about it, basically. Beaten up beyond belief or whatever. I'd have fucking arms and legs missing, yo, and eyeballs if it wasn't for what I'm about to tell you, which is that you can get away with anything once. Once, guys. This is one of the secrets. I mean, it's like 3 in the morning here, okay? That's the reason that it's a sublime time of the day. Once again, law of opposites. People are sleeping right now. This is when you should be awake and really taking hold of your fucking destiny. Sleep is for the fucking... sleep is for fools, actually. Sleep is for fools. Once you realize how valuable a commodity time is, you become like what you see me being, which is frantic / manic / bipolar / Orange County detective, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't care at this point. I'm manic. If I'm manic, then yes, of course. There are times that I do crash, in a sense of, you know, maybe this month I'm manic. Next month I might sleep literally for 2 weeks. So I mean, you'll be like, that's not normal. Guys, you'll be surprised at what's normal for different people. Guys, you know that there are videos on YouTube, guys. If you go to YouTube and look, there's such weird things going on in the world. How do I know all this? Because, you know what, I'm a seeker of knowledge. Thank you, God. Thank you, my Lord. Guys, why am I like this? Guys, if you cut your wrists, or if you were to scale into the depths of the oceans, or scale the, you know, dive in the depths of the ocean, scale the tops of mountains, these efforts would simply not even suffice if you were, like basically, if people knew the value of knowledge, that's what they'd do. That's basically the summation of what our 60 Imam, peace be upon him, Imam Sadiq said. He wrote Lantern of the Path. It's the world's first self-help book, 99 chapters, 1 page each, on spiritual virtues and not fucking motivation. God, I pray that whoever is listening to this, I mean, it's almost 30 minutes, and, you know, I pray whoever's listening that you ease their troubles, man. And, like I'm saying, man, to God, because I just have such a, I really do, like, I've learned so much from Christians. I have, like, to me, I swear and stuff, because God knows what's in my heart, and it says in the Quran that Allah doesn't like swearing and harsh language and vulgar language, and our Imams, peace be upon them all, have said that you should consider your tongue to be too noble for obscenities, fuckers. Your tongue is too noble. This is why you wouldn't swear. If you understood that statement, your tongue, you should... Okay, the right, each of your body parts has rights. Your eyes have rights. Guys, obviously the right of your eyes that you lower it before things that are prohibited by your faith, and those things that your intelligence finds repugnant. That's a line that I've been carrying around with me for, I wish I could say months. I wish it was that time in my life. It's been years. It's basically an essay. It's called Treatise on Rights. Okay, Treatise on Rights, Risalatul Huquq. Haq means truth. Haq also means right, as in, it means right as well, of course, like as in versus wrong, but it also means right, like an obligation. Okay, so your eyes have obligations, your organs all have, you have an obligation to yourself, and it includes your eyes, for instance, and your ears. Like, you shouldn't listen to prohibited things, basically, which is gossip and bad music for the most part. That's it. So, infinite number of variety of sounds and all this shit. And then God prohibits two fucking things. And you can't deal with it. In fact, they're the things that you want the most. Now, you'll be like, well, you're a musician. Now what the fuck? I'll say, piss off. You listen to music, so why are you judging me for listening to music? Then you'll say, well, you know, your self-stated principle right now is that music's bad. I didn't say that. You're an idiot. Go watch some more of my videos. I mean, I don't want to sound like an atheist. An atheist who writes a lot of books and makes a lot of speeches and makes a living that way, and then says, why don't you read my books? I don't want to be like that guy. Those two men, rather, what I'll do is this. Roll another joint. Anyhow, so fucking fuckface was like, you know, I can't believe it's still recording. You know, and I'm swearing and all this stuff. So, I was going to tell you a story about something or something else, and I forget. I mean, I got all these stories because life is intense, and these things are etched into your memory. In fact, what you're doing is waiting for an opportunity to relive it. Another tip. It's called muhasaba. Muhasaba is self-accounting. Hisab is accounting. Wallahu sari'ul hisab. God is the fastest to account. It's a strange thing because you're like, well, you see the guy, he's a dick, and he lives a pretty good life. You're so stupid and mindless to say stuff like that. He lives a very straightened life, a narrow life. As you go and do bad stuff, your path becomes narrow. It's like you're suffocating. You're stressed out beyond belief. That is a danger signal that you should fucking fix up your state of affairs, man. You gotta take morality as something serious. Morality is no fucking joke, yo. Morality is essentially an assembly of the best in terms of practical methodologies for ascertaining what is correct pertaining to all the affairs of life. Now you'll be like, that's a grand fucking definition. See, the way I am right now is because of atheists. They loaded me up, guys. They hounded me. They swore at me. They ganged up. They sent posters. They swore at Prophet Muhammad, the Quran, me, everything. Like stuff I can't repeat, basically. But if you want to see them, you could go to some of my atheist videos, and you'll see some stuff on there that will be shocking to you. But what will be more shocking is other atheists coming to my defense and telling those fucking people, listen, when I talk to Samuelus Remus, I talk to him in a nice fucking way, and he talks to me back in a nice fucking way. You know, it's quid pro quo. So I don't see any difference between myself and a dude like that. I don't give a fuck whether he calls himself atheist or any other ist. As long as it's not an ism, guys. Alright, good. Took you a while on that one, eh? Communism? Organism? No. Communism, nationalism, fascism. Any ism. Do you guys know any ism is wrong? I had this teacher in college at Cyprus, or at college in Cyprus. Oh God, I miss those days. And I know some of those guys are hurting for me now because they see my videos and they're like, fuck, I haven't been in touch with this guy for 20 years. And they basically are realizing slowly that they've missed out on all kinds of fucking fun and madness. Genzi, привет, как дела, Олег? Napszirasvalju Luciferis kazaveri trupi prosativów kanalizacją. Apparently I sound like a Muscovite. Ludivi Muscovite or something. Like I sound like people who are from Moscow. I never been there. I'm very happy to hear that. I'm very fucking happy. I love Russia. I love Russians. I love fucking Putin. I don't give a fuck if he has 350 million bucks. I don't care. Because he's doing good. That's it. You'd be like, oh, he invaded Ukraine. Yeah. You'd be like, he invaded Chechnya. That was Muslims. Yeah. They fucking took a hospital fucking hostage and killed a bunch of fucking innocent people. I said he was actually nice to them. You know, his response was so fucking appropriate. Because a bunch of Chechen terrorists take over. I don't give a fuck if they're Muslim or not. You should have realized that by now. A long fucking time ago if you're watched this far. Okay? Let's roll that joint, eh? Or, in fact, I'll do even better. I cleaned out my pipe from the earlier video. This lady, Hannah Hart, she's fucking amazing. I'm going to do what she does. I'm going to be in my kitchen. And I've got my weed pipe. Now, here's the thing. Guys, don't pull one of these out in public unless it's got, like this one's got Bob Marley and fucking weed reefer leaves on it, right? Reefer leaves. Guys, it's obvious, like Canada, this is Canada. And if you live in Colorado, I salute you guys. I fucking salute you guys. Okay? Not to mention, obviously, Brussels or Amsterdam. Guys, Belgium I'm not getting along with nowadays. I don't mind saying that. I want to apologize if I offended any law-abiding citizens and citizen Samaritans and good people and people of faith, or at least people of virtue and morality and truth seekers and people who... Okay, so here's my problem with Belgium at the moment. Apart from the fact that it's right next to Amsterdam, and why can't they fucking chill out and smoke some weed? Guys... The government basically has gone and done something really stupid, which is going to cause a lot of fucking problems for Belgium in general. Belgium's now in the thick of things. Guys, there's a place called Hollenbeek in Belgium. It's actually like the fucking ghetto, and it seems like it's also like a hive of terrorist fucking activity, guys. You might have heard about how they had... Guys, they taped the head, basically, or a senior guy at one of their nuclear organizations in Belgium. Terrorists have been hiding in the bushes, taping the fucking guy. 100 hours of footage, car leaving the scene without lights. It's very creepy, fucking sinister shit. Truth is not stranger than fiction, guys. Truth is more intense than fiction. The world is very intense, guys. You're part of that world. You're very intense. You don't need me to tell you how fucking intense life is. If you're listening to this, you know what I'm talking about. Guys, there's only one way to approach the fact of being alive, guys, which is with prudence, guys. With prudence, guys. So much can go wrong, guys. You don't need to believe in a hereafter. Guys, don't you understand that religion is not about a hereafter? Religion is, and spirituality is about right this fucking second, guys. Right? Take what you need, leave what you don't need. Be to others how you want them to be to you. These are simple things. They're so fucking simple because there's a balance. It's quid pro quo. Right? What you put out, you'll come back. What goes around, comes around. You fucked me, that's okay, because God's going to fuck you tomorrow. What are you going to do? You always come back to yourself. You go out into the world, you come back to yourself. This whole fucking concept, the Buddhist concept, I don't like it really. There's this thing, it's so stupid and banal. Like, I hate Eastern religions for two fucking reasons. First of all, the mythology. Okay? Buddhism, by the way, contrary to popular opinion, is a fucking religion, and they do have deities. And you're stupid if you think it's not the case, and that's why Sam Harris is not a Buddhist. I don't give a fuck if you don't tell anyone, Mr. Harris. Okay, great. Now, mythology. Have you thought about reincarnation? Reincarnation to me is this big soul machine. Okay? You come in an insect, you go through the karmic fucking vicissitudes of life, and based on how good or bad you are. So, the only saving grace of Buddhism is that based on, like, if you're good, you get good. If you're bad, you get bad. That's the only thing that saves Buddhism, and that it's so ingrained in the fucking person. Now, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his family was sitting in his tent one time somewhere, they were traveling or whatever was going on. Who knows, man? You have no idea how our holy prophet, peace be upon him, sowed the seeds for this religion, guys. You have no fucking clue. He was stoned and beaten, and his adherents were massacred and tortured and put in the burning sand, rocks on them, and whips and chains, and it's fucked, man. They were like put under siege, and oh god, like the hardship. He would walk, and his shoes are overflowing with blood from his body, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? This pedophile of yours, Muhammad, right? This pedophile also had these other attributes. Let's just leave it like that, right? And let's history decide, you know, who comes out on top. And then actually, unfortunately, someone has to lose in this equation, right? It's really fucking fortunate that you look at me and you judge me, and all I want is I'm your well-wisher, simply. There's a marvelous Shia scholarly book, which is correct usage of the words, although most people will think it's at least slightly out of context or whatever. You know, the only reason that I get caught up on syntactics and grammar and all this shit is because, I mean, of course I speak very eloquently, and it's a fine thing, and people praise it, and it's one of those things, those few things of mine, which deserve praise. Now, people have told me they love me, and I'm handsome, and all this shit. Other people have told me I got big nose and big feet and all this shit. So what are you gonna do? Which side you want to side with? Or are you gonna finally realize it doesn't fucking matter? Just take the best care of yourself you can. Yeah? Why wouldn't you anyway? Here's another thing, guys. Smoke. Smoking is great for you. I'll let that sink in here. I'll put the TV back on, eh? There's actually porn in the background. Now let's put some porn on, eh? Porn, here's the thing with porn, guys. Oh, Martin Scorsese did it! Martin Scorsese, see, that's a god move, guys. I said Martin Scorsese level guy did this. Producer is Mick Jagger. Director is Scorsese, man. This shit is the bomb, man. Okay, so this fucking thing has to be titled Vinyl, and some Islamic stuff, and Steve Jobs, right? I talked about Jobs again. Right? And then you can be fucking anything you want, guys. You're so stupid. You're so fucking stupid. That's what Don Juan keeps telling Castaneda. He's like, people are not evil, they're just stupid. Look at these new Zigs, aren't they fucking amazing? Waterproof, eh? I mean, I'll be honest with you, like any innovative new product, they grow on you. They grow on you. Okay, they grow on you. It's like this little thing called Marmite. You get these little jars of Marmite. Okay, so Marmite in England, and in Colombia, where mi esposita bonita's from, my wife, I don't give a fuck if she tells me I shouldn't call her babe. Now she's telling me I shouldn't call her sweetie. And then recently she's done the other. It's just games people play, guys. I'm like the dude in Love in the Time of Cholera. I've been waiting 4 years. It's fucked. I've been patiently waiting 4 years to get back together, and in the meantime I've had like 4 girlfriends. Really gorgeous. I like Italiana Daniela, Canadiana Laura. I love you guys so much. You know this, don't you? I'm sure you know this. Guys, Laura, I'd fucking give my life for you in seconds, honey. I told you that I would kill you so you get the fuck out of Dodge. You think I was gonna leave you hanging around those scumbags who took all your jewelry? I'm gonna fucking get that shit back from them. Don't worry. I'm not gonna go to jail over it either. Anyway, fuck. Daniela, fuck, I was telling you about her condo and all this shit, man. Daniela grabbed me. We were at York University or Ryerson or some shit. I don't even know what the fuck we were doing out there. Daniela, maybe you could tell me. Email me. Just swear at me, but tell me what the fuck was going on back then, eh? Like, I never... Guys, you can't understand for... Okay, 2 or 3 whole months. This is complete. The only time Madame left her leather fucking super sofa wrapped around in this shit, and my only thing I had some furniture. I had a TV, and you know, I had a tablet, and I paid the fucking hydro bill. So I mean, I was contributing. I figure I owe her 10 grand still out of the deal. I've told you that literally I'm gonna pay you 10 grand. I mean, and I'm gonna do it. I told my sister I'm gonna get you a Golf. At this point, Bodge, it's probably not gonna be a Golf. It's probably gonna be a little Porsche. Why the fuck not? Why would you drive a Beetle when you can drive a Porsche? Everyone's got a Golf. Golf? This is like in the 80s. She thought it was pretty cool back then. I think it's stupid shit. Golf? Nobody drives. They don't even make Golfs anymore. I'd be surprised if they make them anywhere apart from some pathetic backwater European nation. Fuckers. Europe is the sinkhole of the fucking universe, man. And communism is gonna save the world, you shits. Do you know this? Right. Okay, so fuck off then. I'm sorry. I lose like every day. It's like, it's almost like I gain the same number of followers than I lose. It's double digits, by the way. I don't know if that impresses anyone. I got thousands of followers, but I've been doing this shit for years too, right? It's pathetic, actually. Some people in 6 months, they become fucking superstars, like this drunk kitchen girl. She's gorgeous, but she deserves success. And you know what, guys? Hannah Hart, guys, as soon as I found out, I was like, whoa. I figured out the reason that she's so fucking amazing. She's a proofreader, guys. All she does is pore over other people's thoughts and sees the written word and reads and gains knowledge day and night. Proofreading is very fucked. Very, very fucked. Because it's like Mark Twain said, you won't know this unless you're a proofreader or an editor or a writer or a compiler of these kinds of things, and you work with words just other people have produced, and you have to, okay, so you have to be technical about it, because you can't just be creative. Like right now I'm creative 24/7, and people call it manic. I believe personally, just like Stephen Fry said, animals live in that state, and human animals also live in that state. It's a state of constant awareness. It seems like it's constant stress, but essentially you're burning energy. Now on the other hand, there's this conception of enlightened guy just sitting there doing nothing. How stupid is that? And then there's also Eastern traditions of saying like mythology, and then this concept of once, okay, so I'm saying you circle back and forth. You go into the world, you come back to yourself. You go into the world, you come back to yourself constantly. And coming to yourself means going into your past, among other things. Muhasabah, self-accounting. Don Juan calls it recapitulation. The sorcerers of Don Juan's lineage, guys, they'd get their pupils to sit in a cave with a list of names. List of names, guys. You're starting from of course, your family and friends, and then most recent people you know, and write it. Okay, can you imagine this exercise? Okay, so I'll put forth the following proposition. Spirituality, like any other endeavor, is an attainable accomplishment as long as you follow a set of discrete steps and a certain process and protocol, whatever. You know, you understand what I'm saying. Let's say you wanted to build a building. You'd hire a construction company and they know how to build it. Let's say you worked for that construction company. Let's say you owned it. You'd started it and you'd worked your way from the ground up to the top. You see, the guy who does that, he was a normal dude, but it's only his experience that's turned into concrete wisdom that allows him to accomplish something, which is build a building. Average person can't even fucking think of how you'd start and where you put the first brick, and it wouldn't even be that way. The first thing you do is build a fucking hole. Dig a hole. And that takes about a year. Okay? Look at this shit, man. It's so fucking intense, man. Guys, you can learn a lot from ads and trailers and stuff, like movie trailers. Yeah, man, you can learn a lot from movie trailers. And by the way, you should make your own bread, like Thoreau and Imam Ali, peace be upon him. So guys, recapitulation. Can you imagine writing down the name of everyone you know? So I'm saying to you, spirituality is attainable. And basically, the truth of the matter is this. If you were just to perform this exercise of recapitulation, you wouldn't need to do anything else. Now, there's some people that focus themselves on dreams. Some people focus on meditation. Some people focus on helping others. All of this shit, it's all shit. Unless you do all of it, all the time. All of this shit, compassion, so-called compassion, and church stuff, and we're flying off to Africa, and we're all fired up when we're doing these things. And the rest of the time, it's like Daniel Day-Lewis, for example, once again. Who'd have thought he'd run off and make shoes? And the point there was, obviously, like, the movie industry is not all it's cracked up to be. It's fucking hell, man. It's fucking hell. The bigger the prize, the more the competition, guys. I should tweet that. That's a fucking great tweet, guys. It's almost been an hour. I think you'll let me go now. I haven't talked much about nothing. I want to smoke a joint though, eh? And okay, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to tweet that. That's a great fucking tweet, by the way. The bigger the, because then I put hashtags: sales, marketing, competition. So there's a beautiful line in the Quran, eh? Moses talks about his cane. Wama biyaminika ya Musa. What's in your right hand? Because God just like talking to Moses. And Moses, of course, you know, he was Allah's servant, man. Moses was the real deal, guys. Moses and Abraham. Like Adam, like, it doesn't have that much stature in Islam, unfortunately. Because Adam, it's not that he sinned. But he did something that was against the stature. Like, the way Shias think of it is like this. Like, we don't think that the Prophet of Islam sinned. We don't think prophets in general sin. We don't think the Lady Mary sinned. Shias, of course not. Because, you see, a sinful mother can't give birth to a sinless creature, essentially. That's what it boils down to. So then it becomes complicated because, oh shit. Did you see that fucking camera move? Guys, it's time for me to go. I guess I will tweet the bigger the competition and all this shit. See you later. Did you see that fucking flip? It must have been phenomenal, eh? Send me some comments, but be good, alright? And I'll repeat to you, you don't have to believe in God to be good, but you do have to believe in good to be good, fuckers. Got you with that one, eh? Isn't it good? See you later, ain't it great?